Hier bin ich. Hallo, hier. Ach, das ist doch scheiße, Kamera, ey. Ach komm schon, detekte doch die beschissenen... Mein Gesicht, ey. Hallo, hier bin ich. Ja, super, perfekt. Geht ja.
This video is strictly for documentary, educational and scientific purposes only.
Hi and welcome to my garden. Today we're on a rescue mission because I came back home from BizCon about 5 days ago or so, and I had first to harvest, and you probably already watched the video. If not, go check out that video. These ladies are a bit roughed up because I wasn't home for 3 weeks and I should have transplanted them beforehand. But let's go on a rescue mission, let's transplant them, let's set up some autopots, and let's check out how you actually can repot autos with minimum intervention. Meaning what you want to do always with autos, you don't want to touch their roots too much. I already let them go way too much and some of them might be beyond saving, but I will try anyway. So let's go check it out. So as I already told you, these ladies look rough. If not, I don't know how many I can save. A few I already repotted, like this one, the ones which look to me like they have the best chances to making it. And I think this one also I will put into an autopot, and then I will pick 2 more for my autopot system. Now most likely we'll focus on the ones I believe have the best chances to really performing well. Maybe this one in the front, she looks good somehow. Bruh. Good is exaggerated, but better than the rest. Then I do have a seedling up here. Maybe I will even go with the seedling for the last one, because these ones, they might push through, but I don't think there will be huge yielders anymore, and I will need at least a decent yield to submit them to the Autoflower World Cup. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Let's start with setting up the first autopots. So the system I'm gonna set up is the 15 liter. I think that should be about 4 gallon or 3 point something gallon system. And I also will do this with the air domes. Why am I doing this? I'm not entirely sure if it makes sense for these plants over there, because you saw how they look, but normally, I believe that with the air dome you can have much bigger plants, because the additional oxygen for the roots is just like a power-up kind of thing. It's like a doping for the plant, kind of. Really important when you set up these systems is that you in the bottom you put this mat, because no roots can grow through that, and I will show you in a little bit what happened to my clones. And to set up the aquadome, air dome, can I just ever say air dome right? So you'll have this little thing here, and you'll just put these, you have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I heard some people sometimes put more holes in it. I'll just use it exactly like Autopot send it to me. By the way, big shout out to poraplants.de. So now you have it like this. Really very simple. And after this, all you gotta do is use this hose and put this hose on this thing here. I guess you could probably make it warm a little bit. Like when I set up drip irrigation before in my life, they often suggest to make it warm, but it's not really necessary. It fits pretty good. And then you just put it on the very bottom. Put expanded clay pebbles on it. And now I'm gonna add the last one. I don't want to put too much. And to be honest with you, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this stuff I got from a bonsai expert. It's something like pumice, something specially made in Japan for bonsais. I put a little bit on top. I think it fills a little bit the gaps. Always garden with gloves. Don't do it like Sebastian and fuck up your fingers. What am I doing? I'm gonna add soil now. In this soil is already a bunch of stuff. There's worm castings in there, there's Star Treks in there, there's silica flush in there, there's some Kalmak in there, there is some bokashi in there. I always try to amend little amounts. And now I'm coming already to the point where I will go, because my main fertilizer is biotops. And I'm pretty sure that I'm getting, let me get the plant. Yeah, and that's more or less the height I want to be in. A little bit more maybe. I'm gonna find a biotop and I'm gonna put a biotop right under it. That's my way. So because I know these plants are looking for food. They're hungry. You see how yellowing the leaves are. The yellow leaves mean they are begging for nitrogen. They're just begging for it. So I'm gonna make sure that the biotop, the main biotop, gives them mainly nitrogen. So I'll make sure that that's in there right under it. So as soon as it starts reaching out downwards, when it realizes, hey, I can go down now, I have more space. And then I always add mycorrhizae, of course. And these mycorrhizae I have from Organic Nutrients. I like them a lot. They have also some bacteria in it. And now we'll see. Oh my goodness. But here you go. You see all these roots. So I set the pot in here and I like the height like this, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead. I'll put the pot right here, right there. And I'm gonna put the dirt in here. It's gonna get messy anyway. I don't care if there's something on the floor. I'll have to clean up in the end anyway. And then make sure that the soil around the pot is actually quite tight. Usually I like it a bit more fluffy because autoflowers like it fluffy. But it's easier when I do the following. I'll just get the entire pot out of here. And now I have a great hole. In the center of the hole, right under there, is my biotop. And about 10 centimeters, 4 inches further down is my air dome. So now I have my mycorrhizae. I like to use a lot of them, especially now. These plants need a boost. And now I'm gonna look at these roots. Like now these roots are gonna get all the mycorrhizae they need. Suck, suck, suck. Boom, boom, boom. From all sides a little bit. Plenty, that's plenty, plenty, plenty. And then I'll just let it whoop, and fit it right in here. And it's no big mess, no nothing. And now that she's in the autopot, all I gotta do is fit her in here. I won't connect the hose for the air dome for a long time, maybe another 2 weeks or so. The roots have to be established to do that. Now I need to water her in. I will do that at the very end when I'm watering all the other ones. And she's ready. Now I have 2 more to go, and then we're gonna move on to the other ones and just put them in regular small fabric pots. Here we go. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and also share. Maybe comment what kind of content you want to see next, because it really helps with the algorithm and we have to share the love. Let's go. So what I'm gonna do, I will not turn the autopot system on, but I will need to put the tray to grow on. And so I turn this one off, but the 2 tray to grows, I have one in the other tent. I will show you in a little bit. They need water again because they're getting dry, and they will need water from the bottom for these other plants. But these ones I just water in from the top, and I'm gonna wait about a week and see once they start growing more. That is when I will turn on the bottom, and in another week after I will see if I figure out something for a air pump and start putting additional air from the bottom. And that is usually when they take off for real, but that should also be when they are still in veg. So this is a whole experiment. As I said, I'm happy that I have it set up like this. I have plants running right now after my last harvest, and I don't have to wait for 3 or more weeks till there are real plants again. And I will keep on doing this now, not repotting this late, but the little ones I will grow in a smaller area and then I will repot them. Yes, you should never repot autos, but I want faster harvest, first the turnarounds. I don't want to wait 8-9 weeks every time, maybe 10 or 11 weeks. No, I want to have them ready within every 4 weeks at least. And that is only happening if I will grow them in smaller pots and then repot them in larger pots like my autopot system. So how I'm actually mixing my soil and what comes into my soil is a whole different story. I can tell you I add some bokashi, I add some worm castings, insect furs, definitely more perlite, even though I'm already using a light mix, but I'm also adding a lot of worm castings, try to, especially when I'm coming from here, maybe some hydroton. Basically all these air things, some CalMag, expanded clay pebbles and so on, and the perlite will be great for bacteria and fungi to nest and to really go and do their magic. So I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna fill up these pots now because it's getting late. So all in all, I'm really happy. Of course, these plants don't look as I wish they would look, but I'm making the best out of it. So what did I say? That was a smoothie. And this was a papaya cookies. It's on here. Super happy. Now I have the tent full with a new run of autoflowers again. Couldn't be happier. As you might see, I'm drenched in sweat. Gardening is hard work sometimes. I'm super happy. Look, finally, my whole tent is full again with autoflowers. Everybody is in a pot. Let's see who's gonna take off and who's not. But as I said, I'm happy that I have all these plants going right now. Some of them will make it into the Autoflower World Cup. I'm very, very sure about that.
And I am sure you guys are interested in how they turned out. So this is 4 weeks later. And I am super happy. Of course, not every single strain recovered 100%. Therefore, I just transplanted them too long, but they're still super frosty, smell absolutely amazing. And some of them, especially that orange president over there. So I call this rescue mission a total success.
I will show you in the next episode on From My Garden how I'm gonna repot these clones, because I think it's getting too long and I think that's something to look forward to. I will get to it and keep on recording, so next time you'll see how I repot all my clones and my one little autoflower seedling. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, please comment and share with your friends. It really helps with the algorithm. Thanks for always checking out the videos. Thanks for always being here. Thanks for everything you do, because the community is really what makes this whole thing work. Thanks for everything, and always remember, it's 420 somewhere.
Yeah. Fast Buds.